What's up, friends? How am I doing today? How do you think I'm doing? I am blessed, and I hope you guys are blessed as well. I hope you're doing well. Came out here today, guys, and the sun is shining, and you guys know I love that. It's absolutely amazingly beautiful out there. And, well, just got my diesel filled up in the back there, topped off my diesel heater tank, and all right. Well, I almost to the point today where I don't even need to run the heater, and quite honestly, I'm getting tired of buying diesel, and I'm getting tired of running the heater, and I'm kind of getting tired of being cooped up in the van. So I know I said this wasn't a fitness channel, but I just have to take a quick few moments and talk about health and nutrition. First off, I look forward to getting back into the mountains and breathing in that mountain crisp air. Oh, there's something about that morning mountain air when it's cool and it's crisp. And just being in the mountains in general, I do think the oxygen is better. I really do. Maybe it's all in my head. You know what I do like about Colorado? I actually enjoy the thinner elevation or the thinner air. When you're in the higher elevation in the Rockies, you start walking up the trail. I love it. I like it. And the flies are slow there too. Like, usually you can't swat the flies, but the flies land on you there. And you can just swat them and kill them as soon as they land on you because they're moving slower too. But I like it, guys. I'm kind of a freak like that. I like that kind of stuff. Like when I do an exercise and I see stars, like my head's light after the set. And I do see stars after certain sets of working out. And I actually enjoy it. Like, I know that's probably not normal, but I actually enjoy it. I think a little bit of breathing hard, just right. I don't like that feeling of getting sick and having to throw up. I'm really good at knowing when to stop, and I can get right to the line there, and that's how far I push it. And I think that's how far you have to push it if you want to achieve the max that you can achieve. Now, you definitely don't have to work out like that. I'm probably goofy in that aspect, but I'm just saying. So, as far as life goes and everything, as far as diet and exercise goes, I'm bringing this up today because I know quite a few people out there that aren't really taking that good of care of their health. Some people have traces of cancer in their system, and you look at the way they eat, and it's still absolutely garbage. They're still doing the same eating habits of the things that got them there. They're not making any changes. And for me, if you go to the doctor and you have cancer, traces of cancer. I mean, if you have traces of cancer, you have cancer. I mean, wouldn't you say so? I mean, cancer is cancer. Maybe you just have small amounts of it, and they're staying the same and not growing. To me, this is time to get serious and attack. It's time to go AWOL. Somebody broke into your house, and it's time to fuck some shit up. It's time to get your boxing gloves on and throw your knee in somebody's face. Or your elbow. You stay out of here. Get out of here. You are not welcome here. And as I said in one of my last videos, sugar is one of the, and I'm not going to say that's all cancer types, but it is proven that sugar does feed off, cancer feeds off sugar. So if you eliminate sugar, there have been plenty of cases where people have starved cancer to death by eliminating sugar. And the Western culture, the medical industry, and all that crap, they don't come out and tell you this stuff, guys, because, like I said before, I do really believe there is a cure for cancer. I just don't think it's going to be told. I just don't think it's going to be given to the mainstream. And if you try to, there's cars that run on water, but those people all ended up dead. And if you even say that there's cars that run on water, I'm out here telling you that there's cars that run on water. There's plenty of people out there that would tell me that's not true. Oh, there aren't cars that run on water. Oh, they had this and this involved in it. You're not being fed. You know, they're telling me I'm crazy because there have been cars that run on water, but there really have been. And if I'm not around tomorrow, well, you guys will know why, because I'm speaking about the truth. So a lot of times the truth gets covered up because there's a lot of money that gets made. Like, just imagine if we could put water in our cars, and these cars worked off, like, there's electric diodes, And there was a guy that was really smart at figuring out, see, you can make hydrogen out of water by introducing electric current. And there was somebody who figured out how to do it all, really dial in the diodes and get the electric diodes and get this all figured out. And I don't think he was the only guy that did it. But anyways, it's possible. We have magnets now too, if somebody wanted to get smart and make a magnetic engine. And there's also cars that get 75 miles a gallon. I believe Volkswagens in different countries overseas, there are some Volkswagen models that get 75 miles a gallon. However, here in America, that's not legal. Those parts that make those cars get 75 miles a gallon, they can't be ran here in the United States for whatever reason. Emissions or whatever. No, it's called the gas and oil companies want to keep selling you fuel. And if they're not selling you fuel, they're not making any money. A lot of times in life, all you got to do is follow the money and see what the money is attached to, and you'll get the truth. Just like gold mining. There's a lot of places out west that you can't legally dredge for gold, or even not even supposed to use a sluice box. You're not hurting the environment or anything like that. You're actually making the environment better because you're taking the pollutants, you're taking the mercury, you're taking the lead, you're taking whatever the heck that isn't supposed to be in the river. That stuff's getting caught in your sluice box and you're removing it. You're making the earth a cleaner place by mining it and filtering out all the crap. But that's not the way the environmentalists see it and the government sees it. No, you're polluting the earth. You're doing bad. You can't do it. So a lot of stuff in life is just a racket. It really is. And well, that's kind of the medical industry. And anyways, guys, at the end of the day, you are responsible for yourself. And if you want to make life better, you got to take it into your own hands and do it for yourself, because the government isn't coming. They aren't here to save you, and they're not here to help you. Like, I kind of laugh and kind of chuckle at the whole Doritos and the Cheetos. I think it's Cheetos, but it's Doritos too. The whatever chemicals, and now we're taking all the crappy chemicals out of food. I think most of you guys know what I'm talking about. We're making healthier Cheetos. Well, I'll be honest with you guys. Number one, I am not for putting chemicals in the food. That's another problem here in America. You can go to Italy and you can eat pizza and you can eat all that stuff and you can actually lose weight doing it, because the yeast and all the chemicals, all the food isn't it isn't dumped with pesticides and chemicals like here in America. You're eating a taco, but all that shell and all that stuff, well, it was sprayed with chemicals in the field. Same way with the bread. A lot of the stuff is not natural, so we're pumping in chemicals into our body. And overseas, well, that stuff's made illegal. And here in America, it's legal. And the reason why is because it's cheaper. It's cheaper to dump diesel fuel in food and feed it to people than it is to actually put the right ingredients. And I don't know if they're dumping diesel fuel in the food. I'm kind of being a little bit sarcastic there, but they're dumping plenty of crap in our food. Just like the Sky, you know, when they X the Sky, they tell us that they do it. You can research and everything and see why they're doing it, but I absolutely think it's horseshit. I see the sun shine and then I see the clouds come and I watch it in front of my face. I watch the sun cloud out and it get dark again, and my head tells me, well, if they're doing it here, then they're doing it in Indiana, they're doing it in Wisconsin, they're doing it all over, and I think they're shifting. I really do. I think they're putting shifts into the weather zones. Maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist on this one, but I really do. I really, really, really do. But that's not really what I'm talking about today, guys. I'm talking about the food and the chemicals and all the crap that they dump into us. And at the end of the day, guys, you have to be responsible for your own well-being. Like, yeah, they're putting better stuff in our Cheetos now. But you know what? If you're eating Cheetos in the first place, Cheetos in no way, shape, or form is a health food anyway. Like, if you're actually trying to be healthy, you know that even if they put the good ingredients in the Cheetos are shit straight up. And I like Cheetos, by the way. And I'm not going to give up eating Cheetos. But I'm also aware of what's going on. So, yeah, they inflame us, guys, and I just know a lot of people right now that are going through health problems and stuff. And, well, I mean, not to be rude and be a dickhead, but a lot of people, I can already look at you. Like, I have this rule that I tell myself. Well, I went on rambling, and I forgot to tell you guys about the rule that I tell myself. And, well, I'm dealing with a little bit of back pain, and I've been overcoming the back pain, and things are getting better. But the thing is if you have something going on with your body and you're not doing as much as you possibly can to fix it, you don't get to complain about it. You can't go out and tell everybody, oh, I have back pain, or oh, my arm hurts, or you have some symptom going on. And the reason that you can't complain about the back pain is because, well, the first question I ask people who have back pain is, are you overweight? And if the answer is yes, well, there lies probably the bulk of the problem right there. You need to get your body back in shape. And you would be surprised about how your body feels once it's back in shape. I'm not saying that this is the answer for everybody, but just think about it. When you carry extra weight, your body and your posture gets out of alignment. And that pain that you're feeling is probably caused because your body's out of alignment. And if you were to lose that weight, you would allow the muscles that are tight and not aligned properly to fall back into their proper slots and their proper spaces, which is a lot of why stretching is important too. But at the end of the day, your diet is very important, because if you're overeating all the time and you're bulging and you're getting inflamed, your body is getting out of alignment, and that is a lot of why you probably hurt. So, yeah, you can't say that you're broke and don't have any money if you're not trying to do anything. Eventually, people will tell you to shut the F up because they'll get tired of listening to you. Maybe that's a horrible example, but we all know when we're really trying hard enough. That's all I'm saying. So I feel like in today's culture, we have a lot of people who want to talk about the problem, but then you give them a solution to fix the problem, and they don't want to talk about it. They would rather sit around and tell you how much pain they're having, but when you give them a solution for something to do, they don't want anything to do with it. So, yeah, you don't get to complain about it if you're not doing anything about it. And that's the rule that I've made for myself. And really, complaining most of the time just brings up negative energy anyway. And that doesn't help you. Mister, I'm getting tired of being cooped up inside the van. I'm getting tired of buying diesel. Well, I'm going to fix those problems. I am going to go somewhere where I don't have to run as much diesel in the wintertime from now on. And I'm going to go find an activity so I don't have to be cooped up inside the van all the time, which actually corresponds and goes right along with going somewhere where I don't have to run as much diesel. I'm not against running diesel either. I would love to do a winter camping series. I'm just getting a little cooped up here in the Illinois driveway camping series. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and clip into the rest of the video, and hopefully it makes sense. This is just a chat today, and I enjoy doing these. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching them. Oh, so I clipped in and clipped back out, and here I am again. I went ahead and deleted everything that I said earlier. Not that it wasn't good, but since I'm in the flow of talking again, I just figured I'd finish out the video this way. I just talk about health and fitness stuff. You guys heard all that in the beginning of the video, but I think we need to do the best jobs that we can do for ourselves, and we need to try the hardest that we can try. And we need to stop saying the stuff's not working when we're really just not trying hard enough. I'm going to drink to that right now. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. How's that? You just got to find different shifts. You got to put the ball in between your legs and around the back, and then you got to jump back and shoot it up. You know? That was what you did all day today, was you didn't have very much to eat, but you're having pizza with the family tonight. So now you're enjoying pizza with the family tonight, but you're still not overeating. You said no to the donuts in the morning. Everybody else at work was stuffing their face in donuts, but you knew you had pizza coming up tonight. Not, I can just have one. Well, if you can just have one, you can just have one. But a lot of times it's not one. It's one with a chocolate cup of milk. Oh, I'll have another one. And then you'll eat lunch and you'll screw it all up again. I'm just saying, we gotta plan our strategy out here, friends. That's all I'm saying. Let's plan our steps out. Like today, for example, it's 11:03 and I have not ate anything yet today. And I'm not going to eat till about noon. And when I do that, I will have gone, well, about 16 hours since my last meal when I ate last night. And Gatorade Zero, it's not going to spike my blood sugar back up. And the hamburger with just a little bit of ketchup, that's not going to spike my blood sugar up either. The ketchup will a little bit, but it will be so little that it won't hardly even matter. It'll be burnt out. Because that's what happens, guys. If anybody wants to lose weight out there, every time that you eat carbohydrates and you spike up your blood insulin level, your blood sugar, your body has to burn all that sugar back out again, all the glucose, because that's what happens is your body turns that stuff into, it takes the glucose, the bread and all that stuff, and it turns it into sugar, glycogen. And you have to burn all that stuff out of your system again and get all that glycogen burnt out of your system again before your body can go back to using its stored body fat as energy. And that's really what happens when you're in a calorie deficit. You don't have to be doing a keto diet to be in ketosis. I think every day that, like whenever your body is tapping into its stored body fat, technically you are in ketosis. Your body's making ketones and you're burning your stored fat as fuel. It's all really simple stuff, guys. Diet and nutrition is so easy. It really is honestly as easy as tying your shoes. But the industries of health and fitness are not going to tell you that's easy. Just like beating cancer. They're not going to give you the solution to beating cancer. You're going to have to go out and seek that information out on your own. Because the medical industries are making a lot of money on that. Just like the health and fitness industry is making a lot of money on trying to tell you how to grow your muscles and trying to tell you how to lose weight. And you need this and you need that and you need this. And you need to wear 10 hats on your head into the church or you're going to go to hell. That's what religion does. Start making up all these fancy rules for you. You better spin around in circles and bow down to your knees or you're going to the pit. You're fried. A lot of rules and a lot of stipulations, whatever on stuff, you know? Like that sign says back there, seek Jesus, not religion. Yeah. We're all religious in our own ways sometimes. Thank Jesus for taking the cross and redeeming us all of our sins and creating a passageway to eternal life, because we are really all sinners. Let's just not try to sin as much. How's that? Anyhow, hope you're enjoying the chat this morning. Or maybe it's this afternoon. So, yeah, guys, I am going to go into the house now, and I'm going to clean out my bedroom a little bit more, even though for the most part, I think everything's there. I just got to see what clothes I can get rid of. I went up in shirt sizes. It's hard to believe, right? I wear a double XL now. Even the shirts that I had last year. I don't know what happened. You know when people have growth spurts? Like when you're a kid and you like outgrow your jeans within a week? That's kind of what happened for my extra large to double XL shirts. My extra large shirts look like what large shirts used to look like. Maybe it's all that creatine and that water pumping me out. Maybe it's my body getting older and this is my last attempt. It is true that when you get older to a certain age range, your body signals itself to hey, we better put some muscle on, because after these ages, it's probably not going to happen anymore. Though I was watching a video about some guy that used to be, he's still a bodybuilder, but he used to compete and stuff. He got out of it when he realized that everybody was taking steroids, but he was really, really impressive. He was standing on stage with guys who were using stuff, and he was natural. And anyways, I watched an interview with this guy. He's 60-something. He was 60-something years old, or at the time, and he was talking about how the 60s, he opened a gym and everything. But for being 60 years old, he was in pretty damn good shape, I'll say that. And he was talking about how 60s are a great time to build muscle. I think, as you age and stuff, obviously your body doesn't hold on to muscle like it does when it's younger. But that's the importance of working out and using it. Have you ever heard the slogan, use it or lose it? That goes for a lot of stuff. It's just like knowledge. If you don't use it, you start to lose it in your memory and stuff. You got to use it or lose it. Same way with your body. If you're not using it, you're going to lose it. You can't just work out once and think that you're going to stay in shape. You can't eat healthy once and think that that's going to solve the problems. You got to make it a lifestyle. You got to do it every day. You can't stick one shovel in the ground and think you're going to have a pan of gold like that. I mean, it can happen, but a lot of times you got to stick thousands of shovels into the ground before that happens. Hey, you got to keep trying. You got to keep working at it. All right, guys, as Brian Shaw would say, I'm going to rip it off from him. All right, guys, that's it. Go out and be great today. I'm not sure if that's how he says it, but go out and be great.